Well, I think that maybe we'll just keep as much of the mirror as we can.
Right.
Then put the molding so that it's up against here
Right.
and down against here.
What we have, we'll cut off a little bit of the mirror since it's all the way up against this trim here. Now, when we put it on, let me ask you this: we've got enough to wrap the entire mirror. What do you think? Even though we don't have it in the rest of the house, it might work though with these little they call it either plinth blocks or little rosettes in the corners, all four corners, and we could butt the molding up to it, or run the molding all the way around and just 45 it.
I like the idea of those corners.
The corners, okay. Now, are we painting or staining it?
I think we'll stain it, and what we'd like to do is get a color that would match the fixture here.
Okay, like a burnished bronze?
Yeah.
All right, probably almost an ebony that we're going to have to get for that. Okay, well, let's make this happen.
Very good.
To get just the right shade of stain, Alan is mixing a chestnut color with an ebony. Although this will complement the faucet on the vanity, it will add contrast to the wall, which is primarily lighter colors. If you're trying this project yourself, be sure to stain both sides of the molding so no bare wood is reflected in the mirror. And while you're at it, here's another free tip. Don't set the stain container on your workpiece. Don't use glass containers.
That was our mix.
By using the corner blocks, Alan and John Paul will be able to make simple square cuts on the molding so it fits between them. A two-part epoxy applied to the back of each piece will hold it in place, but wherever they can, they added a finish nail or two to secure them while the epoxy dries. After a little colored putty to mask the nail holes, the work is done.
All right, well, what do you think, John Paul?
I think that looks great.
I like the choice of the color that you did there to bring out that instead of the walls or those.
Exactly.
And I think it'd been too much if you went with white.
Oh, definitely would have been too much with the white.
Simple.
I thought we would lose some mirror, but we still have the same.
Oh yeah.
Mirror.
Yeah. I think you may have lost maybe an inch
Yeah.
up top, a little bit on the bottom, but the bottom doesn't matter as much as the top.